Welcome to Harlem Liberation School's YouTube channel. Harlem Liberation School is a black nationalist, pan-African community organization based in Harlem. We provide relevant and credible political education to help black people wake up, clean up, and stand up, in the words of Brother Malcolm X. To do this, we provide panel discussions, political commentary, mini documentaries, leadership tips, classes, and interviews with some of our most dedicated and effective leaders, activists, and intellectuals around the world. Peace and Black Power families, Brother Ajay Taimba from Harlem Liberation School, where we proudly teach Black people to wake up, clean up, and stand up. Hope you all are having a wonderful morning thus far and that you will have a blessed and positive day. We just want to give a quick announcement. I was taught and I believe that the same energy we put forth to do something, we got to put forth to undo it, right? So, well, we are very disappointed to announce that the watch party in Harlem for tonight, we have to cancel, and we have to cancel it for practical reasons. We both kind of agonizing over it. We even come up with, well, what are other options we could do? But at the end of the day, we had to go by something we have to admit when things are out of our control. And the weather is certainly one of them. According to the different forecasts, they seem to be slightly different, but the National Weather Association, from which all of these local channels get their information, is saying that there's a great chance of either thunderstorms tonight during that window, which would be roughly 8 to 11 p.m. in New York City, or isolated little showers. But whatever the case, we have a projector that's electronic. We have laptop that has to be there. We have screen. We can't afford to have any of that stuff damaged, and we can't reliably protect it, cover it, and waterproof those things. But more importantly, or at least just as important, we want to demonstrate integrity. We, as much as we want to have the event, we don't want our people out there getting soaking wet. We don't know, the reach of Harlem Liberation School is far. So who knows? Maybe 5,000 people saw this, maybe 10, maybe 30. We don't want people coming from other states, other cities, anticipating this event only to find out that it was canceled, or that, they're getting soaked and whatnot. And this particular place who are doing it is like a closed off street. It doesn't have any form of overhead protection, so for that reason, we decided to cancel it. And we figured the earlier the earlier we let it be known, the better, so that nobody is going into later today assuming all is good and coming to Harlem for nothing, right? We just think that's the respectable and competent thing to do. We do not offer an apology because that's not our fault, but we do hope you understand that. And also, though, the good news is that according to all the weather forecasts, this Saturday is going to be beautiful outside. Sunny, a little bit warm, but clear skies. So we are planning to move forward. And though we canceled tonight's particular event, to move forward to, I believe that's Saturday, the 13th, which will be game 6. I also want to say that this game tonight is very critical, family, right? The Knicks were up 2-0. Spurs came back, stole one at our first watch party. Now it's 2-1. But if the Knicks win tonight, that's 3-1, right? So that would mean the Spurs would have to win 2 in a row to steal that. The Knicks just have to win. If they win tonight, they just got one more game, family. It'll be the first time in 53, I believe, years that the Knicks will have had an NBA Finals championship. So that's what we're hoping for. And we will see you on, unless something else happens unexpectedly, like weather, we will see you on June 13th. It's the same information we gave in the last video. It'll be at what's called Johnny Hartman Plaza. which is between 143rd, 144th, and streets in Amsterdam Avenue. And you'll see it once you get there. You'll see a what looked like a street that's now closed off. You'll see benches and chairs and some tables. And that will start, I believe. What time do we have that start? What is it gonna be, like 8? Yeah, because the game's at 8:30. So probably like 8 o'clock, family. I'm talking to the queen. That's why I'm not crazy. Not yet. Talking to the queen to get her verification. So about 8 o'clock, come on through. That will be Saturday, June 13th. Um, make sure you bring your seats, fam. This is not like the fancy schmancy amphitheater with stadium seats. There's no seats except for the benches, and those will likely be filled by the local people who live right on the block. Let's be clear. They're there. A lot of people there half the day. So bring your own comfortable folding chairs. Bring your own beverages. I ain't gonna tell you what to bring. That's on you. And thank you. Mama Sukari appreciates. She says, greetings. Very thoughtful watch party info. Thank you, Mama Sukari. And shout out to you. I wouldn't have enough time to give you all the accolades and credit you deserve for the work you put in, the work we know about. And I'm sure there's tons of work you put in we don't even know about because it's not, the type of thing we talk about in public. But salute to you, Queen Mother Sukari. Thank you. And also thanks for all your support. We really appreciate that. Thank you. Coming from you, that means a lot. Thank you so much. So, family, just want to recap real quick. Tonight's watch party in Harlem that's really sponsored by the Queen, Sister Brenda Hilaire. Really, I'm doing very little assistance on this. She's doing the heavy lifting and came with the idea. We had a beautiful one. What was that 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Beautiful. Community came out. I'm talking about all. I'm talking about the brothers that you want to watch out for when you see them. I'm talking about the church ladies. I'm talking about everybody. Some of the college students, people on the block, college students, people own businesses. All people was out. It was beautiful. We lost that one, but it was beautiful. We scheduled one for tonight for this crucial game. Was it 5? 4. But because of the rain forecast and because we got like a laptop and projector and screens and all these hundreds of people that may be there, we just don't want to. We just think that the benefits don't measure up to the cost here. That we could possibly damage all this equipment, have people mad at us. Well, why you had an event? You knew it was going to be thunderstorms. We out here. You know how people can be sometimes, family. So we had to consider all that. We had to put the people first and put our property first, our electronics, right? We couldn't guarantee we could waterproof everything and cover it. So we have to cancel tonight. But like I said, we'll be back Saturday, July 13th. The games start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So we'd like you to maybe get there about 8. That'll be perfect. By that time, we'll have everything set up, ready to go. Also, keep in mind, the sun is so powerful, family. We really don't appreciate how powerful that light source is. It is so powerful that the last time we had our watch party, we had to wait till a good 8:30 to even be able to see it because the sunlight is so overwhelmingly bright that we weren't able to see what was on the screen. So that's why we say 8 o'clock is perfect. You have half an hour to chill, parlay, talk to people, whatever. And by the time the game starts, it will be dark enough for us to actually see the screen. And once it got dark, that screen was picture perfect. It was like watching a flat screen. It was very clear. All right. So, family, we hope you all come out, support. This is a beautiful thing. This is not just about, we're going to watch the Knicks. This could be watching a historical documentary about our people. This could be watching the Black Panther movie, either the fictional one or the real documentary of the real organization. This could be a number of different things. The Knicks game is the vehicle. We know people are thirsty to see the Knicks. Some people can't afford ESPN subscriptions or YouTube TV or Hulu Live. And this would allow people who don't have the resources to see it and also be amongst their people. For those who may watch this recorded who are really young, there was a time where we actually had these things called block parties. And you saw women with the double dutch and playing scalesies and what's that thing with the ball and the jacks? Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Throw the ball, you grab the jacks. Hopscotch, double dutch. Say again. Oh, it's called jacks. Okay, good. Yo-yo. You saw people were outside. This is going to shock some of your youngins. Actually outside together, right? I remember having jazzmobiles right on my block. You can come out like kind of like what we're doing, but it would be live jazz musicians playing music, right? Right there on your block on these stages that were like mobile stages. So this is much more than just, well, we watching the Knicks game for free. I was no, it's much more than that. It's about the camaraderie. It's about getting people outside. I never thought I'd see a day when that would be such a big deal. Come outside. Get some sunlight. Get some air. Hopefully, at least minimally fresh air. These days, our best friends are poison and everything. But come out, get some air, get some sunlight. Talk to real people in real time, face to face, and build relationship. That's what old school community organizing, Sister Sakari, Mama Sakari will back me up on that, was about. You made face-to-face connections and relationships. Well, digital age has kind of taken some of that away. It's given us some good things, but it's taken away some of that. So these type of events are also about camaraderie. Come out, be with your people. We dictate the terms, right? We have some level of control over how that's going to go down. What's the order of operations going to be? Somebody going to speak? We can give community announcements. We can big up people's businesses. There's business owners there. We could big up their business. People could pass out their literature. So much can happen. And something that seems, that's not important in the next game, but it's how you work it that makes it important. Community announcements, people passing out literature, calls, issuing calls to action, things we want to see done. And all of that can be done, believe it or not, because you have right before the game, you have halftime, and you have right after the game. Those are 3 moments where all types of things can be done above and beyond watching the game. So please don't underestimate the importance of events, outdoor events like that, particularly in the summer. We were actually talking briefly about expanding this to all types of things, doing it maybe more consistently. We're not going to go too much into that. But this is, and we encourage you in other cities. You in the city, do some stuff outside. Get the people out. Get them to talking. Let me tell you what happened. And this is what always happens with community organizing, event planning. This always happens. Those things that you don't always expect. So we're out there. We got an elder, helps us figure out the projector. He spent all day doing that. We got another brother in the community I never met him, don't know his name. He brought a Bluetooth speaker from his house. And this Bluetooth speaker was so powerful. It was like you were sitting in Madison Square Garden. Even with all the noise of Harlem outside, the traffic, the people, we heard it. We felt like we were in the garden. He brought that out. He made sure he took care of that. So we had our projection taken care of by a community resident, an elder. We had our sound and audio taken care of by a brother right in the neighborhood, And I said to him, brother, next time we do the watch party, will you take care of the audio? He said, man, I'd love to. He came and gave me a hug. It was like a big deal to him. So, we walk by people. Some people don't necessarily get love. Like, hey, man, how you doing, bro? And you'll be surprised the things that people that move them. So being a part of something, just think of all the people who helped, the elder who helped the projection. And he's looking around now at 8:30, 9 o'clock. He's seeing all these people. And he's able to say, I played a part in that. Or the queen who says, it'd be hot if we watching the game and we getting all excited and all that. It'd be hot if we could do it outside. And imagine how she must feel to say, look around and say, oh, wow, look at all those people. I had something to do with that. You know, I saw one brother, I think he brought some food. People, listen, some people going to this like a local bar grill right by where we are. They came right out that bar grill. They heard all the noise. They said, what's going on out here? They heard the game. They said, wait a minute, they playing the game. They brought a table, came out to the street with us and was watching the game and was eating their food right there. So this is a beautiful type of time to kind of bring all those real tried and true community organizing things to play. You know, build the ark and they will come, some people say. Don't worry about who don't come and who got, build it. Of course, do your due diligence, your research, your proper preparation. Build it, the people will come, and then it can get better from there. And you'll meet all types of people, right? The queen met a brother that's the head of some or a part of some organization. They're gonna have a meet. See, all this came from, of course, other things that were happening, but that event, you got to actually see him, the guy that she's gonna call. Now she gets to politic and talk. They having face-to-face interaction. Right now, they have a meeting to do bigger and better things. This is the importance of community organized. I want to frame it that way, so this is not reduced to just, oh, they had an event, show the game. I want to know that's what we did, but it's a much bigger umbrella it's under, and we can do this all over the country in different ways. It don't have to be a game. It could be, you could show a movie that has major significance to Black people, right? All types of things we can do. We can have talent shows. You can have a thing and have vendors out. We put this thing up, and a sister who must know me, the queen, or somebody affiliated with us somehow, saw it and liked it and put a picture. This sister, whoever she is, I don't know her, makes chocolate, all types of chocolate things. And she has a thing she made, Go Knicks, made out of chocolate, like a lolly, almost like with a stick to it. So you can have a thing where vendors come out and selling their wares. You know, it don't have to be, we have Harlem Week and all these other big festivals here in New York, but it doesn't, or we have the African Street Festival, or it's now called the International Arts Festival in Brooklyn. But we don't have to wait for 3 days in the summer to do something. We can actually do stuff like that every week or every other week throughout the summer, and maybe even the spring. So with that said, I don't want to belabor the point, family. Thank you for watching. You know what it is. And that's what it's about. Canceled tonight. No watch party tonight because of the rain and all that. We'll be back June 13th. Come through at 8 p.m. All the information you can find on the original video announcing this. But it's at 143rd, 144th Streets, Amsterdam Avenue, and you'll see the section we're talking about. That's where it's going to be. It's free. Bring your own chairs because the benches will be full. Bring your own little snacks and bring your own, beverages. Also, family, most importantly, bring yourself and positive energy. Positive. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to get no conflicts with nobody. If I see something needs to be done, help out. We had people in the crowd that were helping out, and that meant a lot. And that happens when you put something in motion, right? So thanks to the queen again for that idea, for moving on it. Thanks to community for coming out. Mama Zakari, she says, love you on dedication. That goes right back to you a billion times more. A billion times more. Thank you so much. With that said, family, peace and Black Power. See you on June 13th, 8 p.m. at 143rd, 144th Streets and Amsterdam Avenue. Peace.